possess a man to rape? Preys on the weak, what woman can escape the clutches of a date rape? These thoughts of a sadistic male. A night on the town, Jake wants to tax the tail. They did a movie, added dinner to the agenda, and she saw him as a big-time breadwinner. He's kicking game in the ride home, kicking flavor and it's hitting her dome. A ride through Lover's Lane, flesh became weak. Who's to blame he wasn't properly home trained? Cause he thought no meant yes. One hand in her panties, the other on her breast. Tears running down her cheeks. Butt ass naked in the back seat of his Jeep. Men and their motherfucking egos. His give a shit factor had fallen to zero. Side to side was the movement of the Cherokee as he ejaculated in a gutter of ecstasy. She screamed to the top of her lungs, but the Alpine system was loaded and fully crunk. He dropped her off at the bus stop, looking like Phyllis Diller and too afraid to stop the cops. Her ride home was a mental one, but physically, she was thinking of Dad's shotgun. Don't submit to the palms of danger, or you'll end up in the hands of a stranger. The next day is in the weight room, lifting steel, and he's joined by a guy named Big Phil. They're working out and talking about women. Conversation concludes that Big Phil is feminine. The weight room is foggy and deserted. Phil sweating Jake's ass through the shower curtains. He steps to him and Jake is terrified and says this is just a rape, don't make it a homicide. He tried to gain control, but put to sleep by Big Phil's chokehold. Bends him over, very still he stood as he moved Jake's manhood to a position of needing stitching. He awoke in a bloody mess. He came to pump iron, ended up being bench pressed. Now he's feeling I might as well be castrated, having your body abused and violated. What comes around, we all know goes around. Now my man with the Jeep is the talk of the town. Months pass and he's losing crazy weight, finally coming to grips that he got raped. To add a bit more sugar to the Kool-Aid, the guy who raped him was infected with the AIDS. Consequences mankind must suffer when he does unjust things to another. With each evil there's a price to pay. Jake's just sitting back counting the days till he'll be deceased. It all started in the back seat of a Jeep, and this is what payback brings you at the hands of a stranger.